Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a video on having a low BMI and the frequent stalls that happen because of it. And I haven't really seen any videos that have been made regarding these stalls and people that are actually going through them. So because I'm in the middle of one, I thought I would share everything that's been going on and how I'm kind of working my way out of the stall. That way, if you are like me and you're a slow loser, that you have nothing to worry about. Everything is still going to work out, and I'll give you a couple little tips that I've been trying. So before I jump into that, I do want to say hello and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos and giving me feedback that they're actually helping you. And I love, love, love that a few of you have found me on your Ozempic journeys and that you're considering VSG. I think that's awesome because when I was going through all of this, I was in the process of I had already started my VSG journey and the wheels were in motion. I was going through my weight management and I had to get put on Ozempic. So at that time, I wasn't sure if I was even going to record my journey on Ozempic. And I'm really glad that I did because it brought you here to this journey that you're considering. So welcome to the journey, and I cannot wait to hear about yours as well. All right, that's all. I just wanted to say hi and thank you. All right, so moving on to stalls and having a low BMI. Okay, so let's talk about BMI. Now, I could go into like what it means to have a lower BMI and get approved for VSG, how I got approved, some of the things that came up along the surgery process. One being my surgery was outpatient because I had a lower BMI and I was at a lower risk. So they didn't find a need to keep me in the hospital. I ended up going home that same day. So I could get into all of that, but right now I really wanted to just focus on low BMI and having a stall, because that's really what you're gonna probably wanna know is how is weight loss with a lower BMI? And is it consistent? Is it not? What things come up? Are you losing enough weight? And so I have had quite a few conversations with my doctor about this exact thing. He warned me that going into this, I was a lower BMI and I would hit a lot more stalls than the average person that was 400 pounds. My weight would be slow and steady. And so far, it definitely has. So my stall started at the end of month 3. And by month 4, I was definitely in a stall. It actually had went up. It went up 2 pounds and then it would drop 1 pound. Then it would drop another pound. Then it would go up again 1 pound. It kept fluctuating between 2 pounds difference. And it was driving me crazy. I felt like nothing was changing with my eating. If anything, I felt like I was eating better. I was paying more attention to the food I was eating. I was tracking religiously. I'm still tracking religiously. Weighing out my food, working out was fine. I had no clue why the scale was not moving. So my doctor did tell me have other methods of tracking because you're gonna hit this stall pretty soon. And just like clockwork, I did. I hit it, and thank God I was tracking with my belly beads. So that is really, really, really something that I hope you consider if you have not already, is if you are going into surgery, get yourself some belly beads. You can get them on Amazon. If you are following me on Instagram, go to my link tree. You will see my Amazon storefront there, and you will have a list of my things that I got prior to surgery, because I do keep all of my stuff on that storefront for you guys. But my belly beads are on there, and those are definitely something that you're gonna want to invest in because it's a visual indicator that you're making progress. The scale's not going to tell us if the surgery was successful. Really, the progress, the pictures, the clothing. So when you hit a stall, those other tools are going to be what helps you through that. And that has really shown itself to be true to me. So the tools that I used were my belly beads. I used my clothing. I used pictures. Those are the things that's gonna help you through the stall. Also, if you get in a rut with your routine, you have to shake it up. And I mentioned this in my What I Eat in a Day. And I was just starting to get into the groove of things when I recorded that. Now I've been a couple of weeks doing my new reset and I feel so good. I switched around when I work out. I now work out in the evening instead of working out in the morning. And that has shot a whole new spark of energy into getting this stall broken. Another thing is I was really trying to make my way to 1,000 calories, and that was really challenging, but I really dialed in and I really started focusing throughout this month on making those goals for 1,000 calories. And so far, I've actually met them. And that is when things started moving more towards the lower end of the scale. Now, another thing that I did was kind of alter when I eat solid foods. So I don't want to call it intermittent fasting, but I was definitely inspired by the idea. I still want to drink my protein in the morning. I still want to have my protein coffee. So that's why I'm not fasting. It's just holding off on eating solid foods until 12 o'clock. I eat from 12, I end at 7, and that is it. One other thing that I've noticed by doing this eat at 12, end at 7, is that I get in a lot more water. So normally I would be done by the end of the night. And now I'm done by the end of my work day with my water. And then I of course continue drinking. So I'm getting a lot more than, what's my jug? My jug is 64 ounces. I'm getting a lot more than 64 ounces. I'm getting close to like 100. And that has been consistent throughout this whole time of trying it. I've just noticed the water increase has been huge. So that's also a bonus because drinking that water is really gonna help get those pounds down. Another thing I've noticed by doing this is I fill up a lot quicker when it comes to dinner. So it's like this small little window, but you're putting in all your same protein, all your same calories. I mean, it works out. So the only thing that's actually changed is normally at 10 o'clock, I would have a yogurt. So now, instead of 10 o'clock being a yogurt, by the end of the day, if I have not met my protein goals, I'll have a protein shake, like a half of a protein shake, just depending on how much protein I'm missing. And I feel it's making me feel really, really good. And I am starting to notice that I'm not teetering between those 2 pounds anymore. I'm just holding tight at 190 and it's just staying there. So that's really good. So those are a couple of tips that you can use to kind of jumpstart these stalls. Now, these stalls are gonna happen frequently. From what my doctor has told me, I'm gonna see quite a few throughout my journey because of my lower BMI. And watching a couple of videos on YouTube, Dr. Alvarez, if you don't watch him, I'm sure everyone does, but if you don't watch him, he has a couple of good videos on low BMI. And one of the videos he said is that you're gonna kind of have a little bit of a pattern where you'll lose a good amount of weight, then you'll stall, then you'll notice it in your sizing, in your clothing, and then you'll lose, then you'll stall, then you'll notice it in your clothing. So there's quite a few little things that end up happening while you're trying to break the stall. And I definitely have noticed that. So listening to his video and then looking at what I've been dealing with, it's spot on. I, in May, lost a lot of weight. I got COVID. I told you guys I ended up dropping like at least 6 pounds in a very short amount of time by being sick. Then June came around and I hardly lost anything, but I felt that stall was coming. The stall was definitely coming. And then by July, it had hit, I was stalled. And then after that, I started noticing that my clothing no longer fit. So I officially dropped down in one size. So that's, yeah, I think what he's saying is definitely right. Well, for me in this month anyways. So if you are in a lower BMI and you notice that you just hit a stall after a major loss, let me know in the comments. Did you end up losing in size after that stall? I'm curious to know if you all are experiencing that as well. So yes, having a lower BMI does create more frequent stalls. And that is okay, because I can tell you, even though I have stalled and it's been a long stretch, that every month I still notice changes in my body. The scale might not be moving, but I am visually seeing these changes. And I share those with you. I've shared a couple already just to kind of see, yes, we're in a stall, but it's still doing its job. It's still doing its thing, and you're losing inches. That is another thing that popped up in some of the videos that I watched, was that people with lower BMIs, they tend to see like inches go down, sizes go down, versus seeing the scale go down. It's really helpful for others to share their experience with stalls. And I mean, I don't want anyone to be afraid of stalls. I don't want to be afraid of stalls. So I'm trying to push out there the amount of progress that I still see happening throughout these stalls, so that they're not a worry. I mean, getting on the scale and seeing it that way, okay, yeah. But if you hit a stall, do not freak out. Just know it's your body regulating. It's your body trying to catch up from that other big weight loss. It could need a couple of weeks. It could need a couple of months. Everyone is different. And don't measure your progress to someone else's progress. Your body will do what it needs to do, as long as you're being mindful of what your body needs. If it needs to be adjusted in food, then adjust that. Try different things. If it needs more exercise, then try it. Don't be afraid to shake things up like that. Try out different things to see if it sticks. I tried with just 2 different things in the very beginning because I wanted to see how it worked. And then I slowly started to increase my calories. I focused on that, which was 3. Now I'm focusing more on carbs. I'm adding that, 4. So I go in little stages. Just to see how my body responds to these things, and to also make sure that I can be consistent in this, because really that's what we're doing. We're paving the road for the next big loss. So I hope that this helps you guys, and I hope that it doesn't make you feel fearful when you actually get a stall. So that is all I have, my friends. I hope that that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe and be my friend. I noticed that like a good portion of you guys, it's like 80%, are watching my videos and you're not subscribed. Guys, this helps me. It helps me make more content for you guys. All right, so you're gonna be my friend. You're gonna jump on over to Instagram and be my friend there too. And if you have any comments, you're gonna leave them below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.